Yes people, welcome back to the Knots Cave. This is part 2 of my Pickup Splash special. Last time we had all the Sega Saturn games and hardware and bits and bobs we've picked up since last November. This time we've got all my Evercade stuff. And guys, I've got a stack of cartridges and maybe even a little bit of hardware for you behind me that has been sat there for so long, patiently waiting to be unwrapped and played on. And I always say, no, I'll wait till I've done my pickups video and then we'll have a blast on these things. So let's jump over to the Knots bench and check out all the Evercade goodness we picked up for the Knots Cave in the last probably 4 or 5 months. So the first pickup we have is a replacement for my dusty old Evercade VS, and we have the new Evercade VSR. This has been sat in the Knots Cave since it came out last year. I think it turned up at the beginning of December because they were a little late getting these out. So let's pop this open and see what we don't get in the box. Looking at this, we only get 1 controller this time around. And with the last Evercade, got 2 controllers and 2 games. But I can't remember what the price was. So let's pop this open and have a look. I don't like wrappers like this because you'll end up wrecking the box trying to get into it. Look at that. It's sealed all the way around. Bugger. Let's find a corner we can actually get into on this box. And use my trusty not sharp knife that I've never bought a new blade for ever. There we go, get my sweaty hands all over this lovely new Evercade box. So let's pop it open and have a look at the console. Are you ready to play together? How can we do that with 1 controller, Evercade? Come on! Play together and you give us 1 pad. Ugh. There we go, we have a very nice black console. It's nice to see they've changed the packaging and moved away from that horrible vacuum formed plastic they had before. And there we go, we have 1 nice Evercade VSR. Quite as dark as I thought the console would be, to be fair. It's more of a very dark grey, isn't it, than black, if you ask me. So we'll pop him to one side and find out what we get underneath this. Oh look, we have a copy of Tomb Raider collection, which has got Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3 on. Anyone from back in the day will know how many times you nosedive Lara off something trying to make a jump, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to really enjoy revisiting those difficult games. We get a user guide, which is not important because we all know how to put console on, plug the thing in and press play. And power lead. Now, my friend Alex at Owl's Arcade was struggling with his Evercade, and I do know that these cables do give out different voltages, and some older cables just don't deliver enough voltage to the Evercade. It's just weird that they just give you a USB to power it and no AC adapter. It seems to be everything nowadays is USB powered. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather have an AC adapter. But let's pop this pad out and see. Get the box out of the way. Now that's a massive improvement over the original colour scheme, isn't it, that? D-pad does feel better. Nice and clicky. So there we have our Evercade VSR in all its quite dark grey glory. I can't believe though that I've left that sat in the Knots Cave since November and I've not opened it. So here's our Tomb Raider cartridge. Now usually I do open my Evercade games beforehand because once or twice they've turned up like this, sealed, and I don't know if anyone else buys them from Amazon as well, but I've had 2 Evercade games that have come sealed like this that didn't actually have a cartridge in the box. So you should check them as soon as you get them. There's 2 pickups in here I have already opened, especially for that reason. But we'll pop into our Tomb Raider cartridge, if we can. With no fingernails. There we go. That knife's no good. So Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3. Nice little cartridge there. Screenshots of all the games, featuring Lara Croft itself. And it's nice that these Evercade games come with manuals as well, because it is something that's missing, criminally missing, from a good chunk of modern releases nowadays. We usually just get a leaflet, but at least these go into a bit of detail and give you a nice manual, even if there are advertising there, all the products to you in the back. The Tomb Raider, frustratingly difficult, but bloody awesome, people. So our next cartridge is cartridge number 42, people, which contains Metal Dragon and Life on Mars. Two games I've never played myself. I'm going to be really enjoying having a blast on these because they do look like some cool 16-bit stuff. I forgot what I was doing then. Yeah, they do look like some cool 16-bit games. So inside we get, that's going to be a poster, isn't it? And then we get the manual for Metal Dragon. I'm assuming halfway through we go to the next manual. Apologies, never heard of these games, so I couldn't really tell you that much about them. They do look like 16-bit action games. This one looks a bit like a run and gunner, a bit like Mercs, I would have thought. And if we flip the there we go. If we flip the magazine upside down, the manual upside down, we get Life on Mars on the reverse. That's quite cleverly done. Which looks, come on guys, you see a map like that, and then straight away you know this is going to be a Metroidvania game. Can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Yeah, Life on Mars and Metal Dragon. A bit of a Evercade poster, I suppose. Well, yeah. So the poster is really cool. Hello, darling. How are you? So yeah, Metal Dragon on one side and Life on Mars on the other side. Hello, mate. How are you? Nice that they include these cool things in the boxes. So that's cartridge number 42. I didn't skip cartridge number 41. I do own it, but I picked it up a long time before these. So next up we have cartridge number 43, oddly enough, which is Indie Heroes 4. Now I do enjoy these little indie collections, especially if you get 11 games on there, guys, for the price as well. See what I mean? There's just going to be too much stuff to go through, and already I'm excited because it's got Fleet 2 on it. Fleet is a brilliant game. I have played that on the Dreamcast in the past. Very addictive. So let's open Indie Heroes 4 and see what we get. Inside the wrapping paper, we get Indie Heroes 4, funny enough. We saw it through the packaging. Yes. Free wallpaper. Oh yeah, I can come and paper my bedroom, please. So we have the Indie Heroes 4 cartridge. Free wallpapers. I don't know about you guys. I'm always dubious about scanning QR codes. It's very easy to add malicious software to them. But that's just me being paranoid. Anyway, Indie Heroes 4 contains 11 games. So what 11 games do we get? That one called The Curse of Ilmore Boy. Block'em Sock'em. Nightmare of the Night King. Jane Austen's 8-Bit Adventure. Oh yeah, Mrs. will play that. Folly Defense. Flea 2. Come on guys, get some Flea in your life. These games are amazing. Batty Zabella. Oh. It's very interesting names for these games, isn't there? Murtop, Starseed. No idea what they're going to be, but 11 games is going to be something cool in there to play. So there we go, people. Indie Heroes 4 for the Evercade. So next up we have Evercade cartridge number 44, which is the Broken Sword collection, containing both Shadow of the Templars and the Smoky Mirror. Now I do know these two games in here are personal favourites of one of Nottingham's superstars. Dan the Pie Man that runs Project Pies absolutely adores the Broken Sword games. And if you've not been to Nottingham before to see me, at least come to Nottingham to see Project Pies, because they are rated the best pie in the land. But anyway, it's about Broken Sword, so let's pop this open and just see what we get in the box. Ooh, all this unboxingness. So there we go. Broken Sword 1 and 2, I'm going to call it to save using the subtext I'm assuming that's what these are. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've never played the Broken Sword series before. So we have Greetings from Paris, the City of Love inside. A bit of a postcard to Mrs. Stovart. Free Evercade wallpapers again. It's nice that they keep advertising these. And the manual, which will go through all the controls and stuff. And even these are better than most of the manuals that we get on PAL games anyway, as I banged on about in the last video. Colour, information, stuff we just don't get in manuals now. And he flicks on 2 pages and then we go to black and whiteville, don't we? But all the tips and hints I'm assuming you would ever need to get going on the Broken Sword series, I've dropped the manual. Now again, I've never played these. I am going to spend some time with them because my mate Dan keeps banging on at me that I should have played Broken Sword by now. I do like my point and click adventures, and I am almost ashamed that I missed these in the day. But there we go, cartridge number 44, the Broken Sword collection. Maybe I'd better...
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire. It was an oddly designed candle holder.
So the next cartridge we have is cartridge number 45, people, and this is the last of the standard Evercade cartridges we have, which is Tomb Raider Collection 2, featuring Tomb Raider The Last Revelation and Tomb Raider Chronicles, and that was the one I couldn't complete, Tomb Raider Chronicles. I completed everything up to there, and then I just lost interest in the series because it got very samey by that point. Lara's legend continues with the final 2 Tomb Raider games. Let's just pop this one open. They really want you to have an Evercade wallpaper paper. Get your Ever wallpaper Cade papers, people. Scan that QR code. I don't want to. So in here we get again another manual. Funny enough, like we do in all Evercade games. But again, put together with so much care for the Tomb Raider history. Look at that. All the information you could need. Running, walking, rolling, jumping, falling off stuff head first and going at the bottom, which is what I spent most of my time doing on Tomb Raider. Yes. Lots of Evercade goodness, guys. And we ain't even finished yet. We have more Evercade cartridges still. So I don't mean to be burning through these rather fast. If you've not played the Tomb Raider, the original games, you've not met frustration yet, guys. St. Francis Folly in Tomb Raider 1 was one of the most frustrating experiences in video gaming I've ever had. Bearing in mind, all that 3D then was brand new, so we didn't have a clue.
Fucking Bronco, baby! We ain't gonna make that gap, boss.
We'll make it.
Ain't gonna.
We'll make it.
What did I tell you?
Mon Dieu!
Next we move on to the Evercade arcade cartridges, and the first one I've got for you is Evercade arcade cartridge number 11, which is Tower Plan Arcade 3. This game, people, was an absolute flipping nightmare to track down. This came out just before Evercade announced the price increases, and then all of a sudden, as if by magic, you couldn't buy it. And this wasn't the only one. I know the Data East cartridge was affected too, but I got that one really easily. So when I picked this up, I unwrapped it straight away to make sure we had Tower Plan Arcade in there. Honestly, guys, you couldn't get this for months. It's been the most difficult Evercade cartridge I've ever had to obtain, and I pre-ordered this. And my pre-order was cancelled, so you know I wasn't willing to pay ridiculous prices on eBay, so I just had to wait until somebody had it back in stock. But cool, inside we get some nice stickers for all the games in there, and now this is one I really want to play because Baxagun's in there and I love that shooter. This is absolutely, before we flick through the manual, guys, this box is absolutely cramped full of shooters. So Nods Gamer is going to have lots and lots of fun with Tower Plan Arcade 3. So let's see what 7 games are included in the collection. So we've got Batsugun Special Version. Is that another game there? Is that a continuation? Outzone. Fix 8. I want Al's Arcade in the comments telling me what half of these are. I've not heard of them. Truxton 2. Yes, we all know what you are. Can't wait to play that. Did we miss one right at the end? Yes, we did. Gox. So yeah, Toplan Arcade 3 is one of those cartridges that if you're an Evercade collector like myself, you would have felt the exact same pain having your pre-orders cancelled left, right and centre, irrespective of where you ordered it from. This has been the most difficult to obtain piece of Evercade software that Nod's Game has ever purchased. But yes, Toplan Arcade 3, cannot wait to sink my teeth into that. So next we have arcade cartridge number 12, which is the Data East Arcade 2. This is another one I unwrapped because these cartridges were quite hard to get hold of at the time, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't get duped. So on this one we get all the classics, guys. We get all the classics like Crude Buster, Midnight Resistance, Super Burger Time. Oh, memories of Crude Buster on the Mega Drive. And Midnight Resistance on the Amiga. Oh, even in the arcade. So we get some cool stickers. It looks like my stickers have come slightly unstuck, but we're never going to use these. Oh, Joe Mac Returns is in there too. Interesting. So what have we got in the manual? Peter Pepper's Ice Cream Factory. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Ice cream. B-Wings, shoot 'em up. Love it. Never played it, but love it, I can tell. Shootout. That's an arcade game I've never played before. Last Mission. Not Shooter again. Express Raider. That looks interesting. Super Real Darwin. Okay. I don't care what it's called. It's another shoot 'em up, guys. Midnight Resistance. Oh, that game was just so cool. Crude Buster as well. I remember playing that for the first time, picking up vending machines and throwing them at people. It was just really, really cool. Trio Punch, Never Forget Me. Okie dokie. That's a name and a half, isn't it? It's Super Burger Time. And Edward Randy. Oh yes, Edward Randy. We're going to play Edward Randy. And a bit of Joe Mac Returns. So loads of arcade goodness in these two cartridges so far, guys. I'm enjoying the Data East and the Toplan Arcade 2. And I've not even played them yet. That's just from looking what games are in it. Looking through the manual. We are nearly there, guys. There's a couple more to go. The next cartridge we have is Evercade Arcade cartridge number 13, which is Toplan Arcade 4. Again, another cartridge that looks like it's absolutely chock full of shooters. So let's pop this one open and find out. Yes. Oh yeah, I mean, looking at the back of the box, that looks interesting. Knuckle Bash. That's a very interesting name for a fighting game, isn't it? Knuckle Bash. Yes. If you asked teenage me what Knuckle Bash meant, you'd have got a very different answer from arcade game. Anyway, so we get stickers again, which is really cool. Some little arcade marquees almost look like, don't they? And in the manual, we'll be able to find out what games are included on Toplan Arcade 4, even though you can probably see them in the corner here. So what have we got first? Doggy-on. Doggy-on? Probably saying that wrong. Cool looking shooter. Grindstormer. Another shoot 'em up. Oh my word, this is shaping up to be epic, this cartridge. Knuckle Bash. Yes, well, at least it's not what I thought it was, and it's a beat 'em up. Knuckle Bash, people. Yes. So, it does look a bit weird, doesn't it? Snow Bros 2. Do enjoy Snow Bros. It's a great game, that. Pippi and Bibbies. Pippi and Bibbies what? Or Pippi and Bibbies. Okay. That's one, again, I've never heard of. And Sky Shark. Another shoot 'em up. Yes, that is shaping up to be an awesome cartridge. And again, I've not played any of these yet. But when it's chock full of shoot 'em ups, I'm going to enjoy it irrespective of what they are. Yes. So we're now on to the last pickup, and the final game I have is Evercade cartridge number 14, which is Atari Arcade 2. Now I've already pre-opened this a little bit because the plastic was annoyingly thick on this one. And in here we get some Atari classics. But I did buy this because I'm a massive fan of Berserk. I do love Berserk. It's such a good game. Not entirely sure what a lot of the others are. But I bought this predominantly to play Berserk. And once again, when we open the box, we're gifted with stickers. Free stickers. Yes, we like free stickers. And followers, taggers, likers, Evercaders. Get your free wallpaper, people. Yes, for about the 10th time. So Atari Arcade number 2, and we are incredibly out of focus. That's better. Contains Berserk, which is... Oh, I don't know what it is about that game. I absolutely adored it. I think it was just surviving. We have Frenzy. Tasmania, which I'm pretty sure is no relation to Tasmania that we know of. Lost Tomb, which is an interesting looking adventure game. Moonwall. That's a shoot 'em up. I'll try that one, yes. And adverts for the Evercade Alpha. Oh, if only, guys. I'd love one of those Street Fighter cabinets. They're really nice. Dark Planet. Not quite sure what that one is, but we'll play all these at some point, and I will be bringing some having a blast videos out about these cartridges, because I know damn well I'm not going to be able to squeeze all of these games into this short video that we're making here. I think the last game there was Maze Invaders. Yes, so Atari Arcade Collection 2. And that completes my Evercade pickups for the last 5 months, people.
Destroy the intruder. The intruder must not escape. Get the humanoid. Got the humanoid. Got the intruder.
So there we go, that is 9 new cartridges to play on my shiny new, not as black as I thought it was, but really dark grey Evercade VSR, people. Yes. So there we have it, guys, 1 new piece of Evercade hardware and 9 new cartridges to play on. Sorry there wasn't enough time in this video to squeeze in absolutely every game that comes on these cartridges, but you will see some of them further down the line as we do some Having a Blast videos where I'm going to sit down and go through these Evercade cartridges in more detail. But in the meantime, I'm going to go away now and play some Tower Plan Arcade Collection 3 and 4 because they're chock full of shoot 'em ups, and that's exactly what I like. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.